Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Dunn. We're starting a unit on consumer math this week. So today what I wanted to do was review a little information about percents. So specifically in this screencast, we're going to talk about how you change a percent to a fraction, how to change a decimal to a percent, and how to change a fraction to a percent. We're going to calculate some percent change, and we're going to solve some other kinds of percent problems. So first of all, remember that word percent, it actually means part of 100. So that's the idea behind how you change a percent to a fraction. So just a quick review, look at these 4 examples and let's change each one of these percents to a fraction. So remember, when you're changing them to a fraction, you're actually writing the number over 100. So 30% is saying 30 parts of 100. 45% is 45 parts of 100. 8% is 8 parts of 100. 125% is 125 parts of 100. Now remember, you want to simplify all these fractions. So here are the answers simplified. 3/10, 45% is 9/20, 8% is 2/25, and 125% is the same as 5/4. Okay. What about changing a decimal to a percent? So there's 2 steps. First, you're going to multiply the number by 100, and then you're going to add the percent sign. So here's some examples. You can pause the video, come up with your answer, see if you're right. And the decimal number 0.45 is 45%. The decimal number 0.09 is 9%. 3.2 is 320%, and 0.0045 is 0.45%. You might have remembered from high school or middle school that you're moving the decimal point 2 places to the right. Okay, what about changing a fraction to a percent? 3 steps here. First, you're going to divide the numerator by the denominator, that means the top by the bottom, and you're going to get a decimal number, and then go through those steps of changing the decimal to a percent by multiplying by 100 and adding a percent sign. Go ahead and practice with these 3 examples. And did you get the same answers? 37 over 100 is the same as 37%. 17/20, when you do the division, you get 0.85, that's 17%. And 19 over 16 is 118.75%. Hopefully this is a lot of review for you. Okay, now let's get to the meat of this. What we're going to do is go through a series of different types of word problems. The first one we're going to tackle is percent change. Here's the formula for percent change. You're going to take the new data and subtract it from the old data and divide by the old and multiply it by 100. It's best to look at this with an example. So for example, consider this. The U.S. population's median weekly income, as reported by the U.S. Census in 2017, was $663. In 2000, the median income was $613, and that was adjusted for inflation. What is the percent change in weekly median income in this time frame? Okay, so we need the new weekly income and the old weekly income. The new weekly income is $663. That's what the income is in 2017. That's the latest period. The old weekly income was was $613. So you're going to put the new price in for new. You're going to put the old price in for old and divide by old. And then finally multiply that by 100. So I did this on the next screen. So new 663 minus old 613 divided by old 613. Just a little caution when you go to do this in your calculator. make sure you use parentheses for the top of that fraction. So it should be 663 minus 613, and close the parentheses because you want to make sure that your calculator is actually doing that 663 minus 613 before it's dividing by 613. So you're going to get that answer of 0.081566, etc. Multiply that answer by 100 to change it to a percent. And then the answer is approximately 8.16%. Now, notice this percent change is an increase. So we would say this is a percent increase of 8.16%. If this number comes out to be negative, then it's a percent decrease. Okay, let's look at another kind of problem. For example, Tony saved $180 on a new tractor. If this was a 30% savings, what was the original price of the tractor? So the information we have here is, the problem is $180 is 30% of the original tractor price. That's what we're looking for, that original tractor price. So I'm setting up an equation here. 180 is equal to the percent written as a decimal times the variable that we're looking for. So 180 equals 0.30x. So we're going to divide both sides by 0.30. And so x is equal to 600. That means the original price of the tractor was $600. Here's another example. Mr. and Mrs. Ortiz wish to purchase a vacation condo for $216,000. The bank requires a 20% down payment. Determine the amount of the Ortiz's down payment. So in this problem, we're being asked to find 20% of the selling price. So 20% of the selling price is what number? So setting up the equation, 0.20, changing this to a decimal, times the selling price, which was $216,000, is equal to the variable that we're looking for. When you multiply these together, you get $43,200. So the down payment required is $43,000, $43,200. Okay, that's it. Good luck. Hopefully this is mostly review for you.